father-in-law of Moses, Yitro or Jethro. Although Yitro was not an Israelite, the Torah portion was named for him because he gave Moses excellent advice on how to organize a system of courts for the children of Israel. The first part of the Sedra discusses how Yitro brought his daughter Zipporah and his grandchildren to join Moses at Mount Sinai. Moses is happy that his family rejoins him. Moses invites Yitro to join him in his days of work. Yitro sees how busy Moses is with the work of governing and teaching the Israelites. Moses spends all of his time from morning to night judging cases of dispute and giving guidance. The Torah then tells us that Yitro advises Moses on how to design a system of courts to better serve the children of Israel. We also learn that men of great ability, honesty, and piousness are chosen to be judges. This judicial system serves as a model that is still followed by all civilized people. On their way from Egypt to the Promised Land, the Israelites arrive at Mount Sinai, and Moses prepares them for the greatest event in our history, the giving of the 10 Commandments and the laws of the Torah. According to the Midrash, the children of Israel chose to accept God's laws at Mount Sinai. Choosing God and choosing God's laws gives us great responsibilities. We choose to obey the laws of the commandments and the Torah, and in doing so, the Jewish people become the chosen people. Moses proceeds to prepare the children of Israel by instructing them to bathe themselves and wear their best clothing. He also told them to get their minds and their hearts set for this big event. The land near the mountain was marked off so that nobody would trespass and invade the holiness of God's activity. Moses alone climbed to the top of Mount Sinai to receive the 10 Commandments. These 10 Commandments have been recognized as the basis of all civilized life. Without them, no group of people can long continue to live together. The commandments are divided into 2 groups. The first 5 commandments teach us our basic duties to God. The second 5 commandments teach us our basic duties to our fellow men. The 5th commandment, honor thy father and mother, must play an important part in every child's life. It follows the commandment to keep the Sabbath because the Sabbath is the source and the guarantor of family life. The 5th commandment, honor thy father and mother, is engraved on the first tablet, the laws of holiness toward God, because parents stand in the place of God as far as their children are concerned. Also in Scripture, the duty to one's parents stands next to the duties toward God. It is the duty of all children to love, honor, and respect their parents. It's my parents that gave me life, and without them, I wouldn't be here today. They take care of me when I'm sick or well. My parents teach me to be a good person, to get along with people, and to care for others. This Torah is from the book of Isaiah. His prophetic ministry lasted for 40 years, during the 8th century BCE. It was a time of upheaval and spiritual turmoil. Isaiah was called by the Lord to bring a message of holiness, righteousness, and sovereignty of God. His message, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Melech ha'aretz kevodo, which means, Holy, 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 is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. When Isaiah was to be God's messenger to the people of Israel, he was unsure because he felt he wasn't worthy of the job. God cleansed and purified his heart and lips so that Isaiah could eagerly take on this great responsibility. In the next part of this Haftarah, Isaiah devotes his attention to Ahaz, the king of Judah. He convinces Ahaz to keep his faith in God and not fear his enemies, the Assyrians. The third part of the Haftarah concerns Hezekiah, the son of Ahaz. Isaiah prophesies that the king's son will be a good ruler and a future regenerator of his people. Peli Joez El Gibor Abiad Sar Shalom, as this child will be known, which means wonderful counselor is the mighty God, the everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, will revive the land and bring justice to Israel. The Sedra describes the revelation of Moses and Israel on Mount Sinai, that this nation will follow a path of righteousness and holiness. The Haftarah records Isaiah's revelation to become a prophet of God and proclaim God as the universal sovereign. This is the ultimate teachings of Judaism, that there is one true God. Please turn to page 302, where you can follow as I chant today's Haftarah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei l'olam nata betocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bechar yinviyim tovim, v'ratzah v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah, u'Moshe avdo, u'Yisrael amo, u'B'nbiei ha'emet b'tzedek. B'shnat mo hamelech u'tiyachu, va'areh et Adonai, yoshev al kisei ram v'nisa, v'shulav meleim et ha'achal. Seraphim omdim imachalo, shesh kenafayim le'echad, v'shtayim yechasef anav, u'v'shtayim yechasef raglav, u'v'shtayim ye'ofeh. V'kara zeh el zeh v'yamor, kadosh, kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Tzebaot, Melech kol haaretz kevodo. Vayanu amot hasipim mikol hakorei, v'habayit yimalei ashan. V'amar oili chidid meiti, ki ish temei sefatayim anachi, Uvatach am temei sefatayim anachi yoshev, ki et hamelech Adonai Tzebaot re'u einai. Vayaf elai achad min haseraphim, u'biyado mitzpach be'mel chachayim, lakach me'al hamizabeyah. Vayana api, vayomer, hine nagazeh al sefatecha, v'sar avonecha, v'chatatecha techupar. Va'eshema et kol Adonai omer, et mi eshlach u'mi yelech lanu, va'amar Hineni shelacheni. Vayomer lech ve'amarta le'om ha'azeh, shimu shamawa ve'al tevinu, ura'u ra'o ve'al teda'u. Hashmein lev ha'am hazeh, ve'aznav ha'achbed, ve'anav ha'asha, Hen yarev ve'enav, uva'aznav yishma, uva'vo yavin, v'ashav ve'rafalo. Vayomer ad matai Adonai, vayomer ad asher imsha'u arim me'en yoshev, ubatim me'en adam, v'ha'adama tishe'eh shemama. V'richach Adonai et ha'adam, v'riba ha'azuva be'kerev ha'eretz, ve'orba ha'asiriya, ve'shava v'harita leva'er, ka'ela ve'ko'elo בשלכת מצוות בעם, זרע קודש מצבתה. ויחי בימי אחז בן יותם בן עוזיהו מלך יהודה עלה רצין מלך ארם ופקח בן רמליהו מלך ישראל ירושלים למלחמה עליך ולא יכול להילחם עליך. ויוגד לבית דוד לאמור נהרם על אפרים ויענה לבבל ובבב עמו כנוע על תיאר מפני רוח. ויאמר אדוני אל ישעיהו שנא לקראת אחז אתה ושאר ישוב בעיניך אל קצה תהילת הברכה העליונה אל מסילת שדה חובש. ואמרת אליו ישמור והשקט אל תירא וברכה יירא משני צנבות האודים האשנים ההלך וחריאף רצין וארם ובין רמליהו יען כי יעץ אליך ארם רע אפרים ובין רמליהו לאמור נעלה בהודה ונקיצנה ונפקיענה אלינו ונמלך מלך בתוכה את בן תובל כי ילד יולד לנו בן ניתן לנו ותחי המשרה אל שכמו ויקרא שמו אלה יועץ אל גיבור אביעד שר שלום למרבה המשרה ושלום אין קץ על כיסא דוד ועל ממלכתו לככין עתך ועל סעדה במשפט ובצדקה מעתה ועד עולם כי נא אדוני צבאות תעשזו. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם צור ככל עמים צדיק בכל הדורות האל הנאמן האומר ועושה המדבר ומקיים שכל דבריו אמת וצדק הימנעתהו אדוני אלוהינו ונאמנים דבריך ודבר אחד מדבריך אחור לישוב רחם כי אל מלך נאמן ורחמן אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הנאמן בכל דבריו רחם על ציון כי היא בית חיינו ולעלובת נפש תושיע במהרה בימינו ברוך אתה אדוני משמח ציון בבניך שמחנו אדוני אלוהינו וילידך כנביא עבדך ובמלכות בית דוד משיחך במחירה יבוא ויגל לבנו על כיסא לא ישיב זר ולא ינחלו עד אחרים את כבודו כי בשם קודשך נשבעת לו שלא יכפני רוב לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני מגן דוד על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הבאים ועל יום השבת הזה שנתת לנו, אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד אל תפארת, על הכל, אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך, יתברך שמך בפי כל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Amen.
See, there's money right over there.
Are you done yet?
I want you to know that I've had Ronnie for help on my case.
Have you seen Dave Gross? Dave Gross? Okay. Will you tell will you introduce Dave Gross and go right into the piano?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, two very, very, very proud parents, none other than Joe and Jody. Well, it had to be you. Let's hear it for them and give them a standing ovation, ladies and gentlemen. Joe and Jody. It's time for our wonderful candlelighting ceremony to bring up all the important people in Melanie's life right now, ladies and gentlemen. And it gives me great pleasure first to bring Joe Gerwood, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Mama and Papa love me dearly. Papa takes care of my eyes, so I can see clearly. My mom's on the move, she never stops. To Franklin Mills she goes and shops till she drops. Mama Bert and Papa Joe, you're very special to me. I love you very much. Please come up and light candle number 1. She's always there for me. Papa Parry loves to joke around. We sit around and watch TV. Thank you for our special times together. I hope they always last. Bubby, Anita, and Papa Parry, please light candle number 2.
Betty Goldstein.
God bless Bubba, she's 92, matriarch of our family. She loves me through and through. And Betty and Uncle Stanley made me feel like a special kid. They made our family happy with everything they did. Uncle Stanley is missed very much. We know his spirit is here with us. Bubba and Aunt Betty come light candle 3 in memory of Uncle Stanley and in honor of me.
Spending all my money on
love the way she does my hair. Aunt Ricky's creative, she's got that special flair. Uncle Rusty's into cars, he's got a new one every week. They love their little Marla, and their family is complete. Aunt Ricky and Uncle Rusty, please light candle number 4.
Right now, we have a medley going on here. It's Aunt Mindy, Uncle Chuck, Stephanie, and Hannah! Oh, I say
There's only you in my life, the only thing that's right. I want to give
I love the times we spend together, the sleepovers, the parties, the days in the sun. Aunt Mindy, Uncle Chuck, Cousin Stephanie, and Hannah, we always have so much fun. Greenberg family, please light candle number 5.
mine. There's only you in my life, the only thing that's right.
Gentlemen, Aunt Linda and Uncle Mark Handler!
They love to travel and go to shows. Aunt Linda loves to take me shopping for clothes. Captain Video is his name. Movies and writing for the Hoot are his claim to fame. Aunt Linda and Uncle Mark, please light candle number 6. Birthdays and holidays, sharing times at Bubby and Pop-Up's place. With Rachel and Jesse, Alan and Michelle, this is always their home base. Uncle Alan, Aunt Michelle, cousins Rachel and Jesse, please light candle number 7.
Here's the candle.
They're so far away, I think about them every day. They live in Boston, it's really great. Come up, please light Uncle Stevie and Elizabeth light candle number 8.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Rhonda Mitchell. Boy, this is a long one. Jason and Melissa Goldstein. Wait, don't. Leslie, Ron, Jay, Michael, and Adam Weinberg. All those people. We are family. My sisters and me. We are family. Girls, everybody, and dance. I have lots of cousins, the Goldsteins and the Weinbergs. I think they're really great. When we get together, our parties are first rate. Cousins Mitchie, Rhonda, Jason and Melissa Goldstein, cousins Leslie, Ron, Jay, Mikey, and Adam Weinberg. Please light candle number 8.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, that's how they remember. It led to a wedding the 12th of November. My cousin's from Florida and here in AC. Elaine and Lou come light candle number 10 with me.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look who you book and make me a perfect match.
And right now, let's bring up Sue and Jerry!
They love to do the inline skating thing, do twists and turns and whirls. Susan plays a big part in my life since I was a little girl. A special guy in her future, his name is wonderful, Jerry. I wish her all the best and may all their days be merry. Susan and Jerry, please light candle number 11.
Now I have a stranger around these parts, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Handler, our brother! Wait, excuse me. Kenny, wait a second. Right now we have Susan and Peter, Patty and Leo, chauffeur.
Got to have friends, feeling so strong. Got to have friends to make the day last long. I got some friends with this someone came and took them away from the dust to the dawn.
My parents have very special friends who have become mine too. Our families are together, often it's just something that we do. From Charlotte, North Carolina, and right here from Margate, they've come to my bat mitzvah to help me celebrate. Peter and Susan, Leo and Patty, please light candle number 12.
You got to have friends, feeling oh so strong. You got to have friends to make the day last long. I got some friends with them.
Because he was going to beat me up if I didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kenny!
When I was 3 years old, I used to sing a little song about my new baby brother, and it goes like this. I want to throw him in the trash can. I want to throw him in the trash can. I want to throw him in the trash can. I want to dump him on his head. Never got to do that. My parents wouldn't let me. Kenny, my sweet brother, a kiss for all to see. Now light candle number 13.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, Mom and Dad, Jody and Joe Handler.
Good morning, yesterday. You waked up and time has slipped away. And suddenly you got found. These are left behind.
We had something special planned. We worked real hard on it, but we can't find it. So we just want to tell everybody about how our Melanie did today, and I think you already know, and we're so proud of her, and we're so happy that all of you can be here with us. She was the most beautiful baby I had ever seen in my entire life, and then Kenny came along, and then he was the most beautiful baby I'd ever seen. But then this gorgeous child turned into this most wonderful and special kid. She really is, and I'm so proud of her, and I know Joey is too. So we're going to light this candle in your honor. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud.
Kenny, hold it. Kenny, Ken, over here.
And right now, to light the last candle, Melanie will do that herself.
What?
Is this the little girl I carry? Is this the little boy in play? I don't remember growing older when
What can I say? I love my parents so very much. They mean so much to me. And even though sometimes I don't show it, I really love them so very dearly. They gave me a lot of support these past couple weeks, and I really appreciated that. Without their help, I wouldn't have done so well today. Mom and Dad, please light candle number 14.
Happy birthday.
And right now we're going to go right into our Mazel Tov over, and we want to get to Knuckles. We also want Hadassah members. Let's get Hadassah members into our Mazel Tov over, ladies and gentlemen. Mazel Tov over. We also want woodbinders. Any woodbinders here? Get in the circle. We want the woodbinders. We also want people who traveled to Israel together. Yes, those people who are here. In the circle. We also want people who live on the north side of Venter Avenue. And people who live on the mainland. Join in a Mazel Tov horror, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're from. Even if you're in another affair. That's okay too. And it gives me great pleasure to turn this over to Cantor Colt. Everybody move to the right. Everybody move to the right. Come on, I want everybody.
everybody up here. This is my party. Come on, everybody. La, 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 la. I want the kids up here. Everybody, all of Melanie's friends, get up here. Let's celebrate. La, la, la. Everybody move to the right. We celebrate a mitzvah tonight. La, 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 la. Let's get Jody up. La, 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 la. Yeah. Everybody move to the left. Come on. Everybody move to the left. Everybody move to the left. La, 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 la. Everybody move to the left. Come on, we need more people up here. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. We celebrate a mitzvah tonight. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Shalom Shalom. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Aleichem. Avenu Shalom Shalom Shalom. Everybody circle to the right. Join hands, circle to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Everybody circle, 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 circle around. Everybody circle to the left. Now everybody circle to the left. Join hands, circle to the left, to the left, to the left. Everybody circle, 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 circle around. Everybody now stand still. I want you to put your right hands, make a fist, put it in the air. Right hands in the air. Now when I tell you to knock on wood, I want you to knock on your head 3 times. When I tell you to clap your hands 3 times. And when I tell you to stamp your feet, what do I want you to do? We got a bright crowd here, that's great. Okay, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Here we go. Now knock on wood. Clap your hands, stamp your feet, and dance around now, everybody. We wish you mazel tov. We wish you mazel tov. Everybody, we wish you mazel tov on this happy day. All right, let's put those right hands in the air this time. And when I tell you to dance around, I want you to grab your nearest partner arm in arm in a Freilach horror fashion. Are you ready? I'm ready. I said, are you ready? And knock on wood. Clap your hands, shake your cans, and dance around. Come on, everybody. We wish you mazel tov. We wish you mazel tov. Everybody, we wish you mazel tov on this happy day. Now I want to see everybody put those right hands in the air. Only we're going to change it a little bit this time. Don't knock on your own. Knock on the person's next to you. We wish you mazel.
Okay, with all the parties that we get to see week after week, Joe, you included, there's certain parties that you can really look forward to because we just can't wait to see how people react. And in this case, it's going to be interesting to watch the host tonight. But we'll start with the hostess. Jody, let's go back to the services this morning. Tell me about the Bat Mitzvah girl's performance.
She was so wonderful. I can't express how wonderful she was. She was eloquent. She had perfect speech. Her voice was beautiful. She was Melanie.
It's our Melanie. She did a wonderful job. We're both very, very proud of her and very excited for her because she showed us that she could do something and take the responsibility of learning all of the hard work that she did for her bat mitzvah.
She worked really hard too.
She really did.
She really did. It was a very tough Haftorah. It was 3 pages plus a half a page of Torah plus all the blessings, and it was very difficult. Plus her speeches were fabulous. I'm very proud. We're very proud of her.
I was joking a little bit there at the beginning about the difference tonight, but of course, with any host and hostess, you've had other family members and certainly other friends go through this, but I wonder if you really ever can anticipate what it's going to be like when it's your own.
It's quite different and quite challenging for us because we're always talking to people and telling them to relax and enjoy the evening, but it's so different having your own function, and certainly this is our first that we've had, except
and
for
not our
wedding, and certainly not our last, and we're really looking forward to a great evening.
Yeah, we are. We need this.
Now, a lot of times the host and hostess have to give like the bat mitzvah girl special instructions maybe on to relax or how to enjoy herself. Was there anything maybe that your daughter had to tell you to relax?
Always.
Yes.
Always telling me to
chill out, Mom.
Chill out, Mom.
Dad.
Relax. You'll
chill
have
out,
a great time.
Chill
and
out,
that's
smile. You know, everything's going to be okay, Mom. I promise. Yeah.
Sure.
And now one of the parts of the event that we don't get to see is the preparation period, the last couple of weeks, and I'd love to have a picture of what it was like around the handler house the last couple of weeks.
It was the most hectic time that I've ever seen. My husband was a mashugana, running
You
around.
mean that in a good way, though, don't you, Joe?
I absolutely do. He was doing everything out of sheer love and enjoyment. Had a wonderful time doing it, but also, you know, very tense because he wanted it to be perfect. And when you see what's inside that room, you will know that this is perfect because
lot of detail. But
Lot of
we
detail.
take a lot of pride in putting this together because, look, this is my business, and I'm very proud of what we were able to put together for Melanie, and I hope that she enjoys the evening, and I hope my entire family has a wonderful time.
Absolutely. Bottom line. Have a good time.
Now, in a few minutes here, I'm going to take the opportunity to have the bat mitzvah girl and her brother together. And, of course, I don't have any background on what that might be like or have any memories of that.
It'd be challenging.
Wear a suit of armor. You might need a suit of armor, or make sure you place some kind of shielding in front of you. You may need some boxing gloves. We'll have to see. We'll see.
You might be surprised. You never know.
I would be pleasantly surprised, but they've been pretty good.
They've been very good.
They've been pretty good.
Kenny is very proud of
and
Melanie.
he's very excited.
Extremely proud of his sister, and he's excited about being here. And we're all very, very happy that we're able to share this with
Melanie's
her.
glowing.
Yeah.
She's glowing.
All right, now, a lot of times the bat mitzvah girls will say that the hard part is over when the service is over, and then they can sort of relax and enjoy themselves. And I'm wondering, at what point exactly will you finally be able to relax here and just enjoy yourself?
I'm not sure. It's difficult because I don't have complete control of the party. I'm not behind the bandstand this evening. And when you're not behind the bandstand, you have to rely on other people. And the people that I'm relying on are very, very dear friends. And I'm sure everything will go well.
Don't worry about it.
10
I'm not
o'clock.
going to worry.
I'd say 10 o'clock after dinner.
Not going to worry. Everything's going to be great.
How about congratulations for Melanie?
Melanie, I love you so much. You were so wonderful. You made Mommy and Daddy so proud of you. I can't tell you. I love you.
Very proud of you, Melanie. And we hope to see many happy parties and good times together
With
through our
everybody
lives.
healthy and well.
Amen.
All right, and to get us off to a good start to set up the rest of the evening, can we see the big mom and dad kiss?
It's as easy as fishing. You can be a musician. You can make the sounds of metal. Get a second-hand guitar. That's how you go far. If you get in with the right devil, that you like it this way. It's the word that we avoid. Look at me, I'm self-employed. I got you working up there all day. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've been. All right, it's time. Everybody get involved. Put your hands together. Come on, help me out one time. All right, come on, everybody. Put your hands above your head one more time. Hold on, let's go. Woo! Taking care of business. Woo! Taking care of business. Every way, taking care of business. In our mind, taking care of business. And working all the time. Taking care of business. Taking care of business. Taking care of
Okay, early in the evening here during the cocktail hour, we have an opportunity to say hello to two very important people. You are?
Grandma Bubby.
And Grandpa.
And that, of course, is on Joe's side.
That's
Right.
All right, we'll get back to Joe in a second, but naturally first we're going to concentrate on the bat mitzvah girl. Tell me about Melanie's performance this morning.
She was wonderful. I was so
She was
proud
great.
of her. She's
was
a
really
wonderful
good.
little girl.
Had you had
Now she's a young lady.
an opportunity prior to today to hear her do any practicing or chanting or anything?
Yes. During the week she went over and I heard her and I thought she would be great.
So no surprises.
Even better.
All right, now, of course, it's a big night for everybody, but I always get the sense that when I'm talking to the grandparents that for one reason or another, it's extra special for grandparents, and I know this is your first time. Explain to me why it's more important for grandparents.
Well, she's our first granddaughter, and since we had 4 sons and had 4 bar mitzvahs, this is the first bas mitzvah, and we're very happy.
She wanted a girl, but what are you going to do? You can't do it.
All right, now maybe this question is more appropriate on Jody's side with the mother-daughter connection, but tell me, when we look at Melanie, do we see much of her father, looks, personality?
A lot of her father, but more, I think, on her mother's side.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
the boy is just the opposite.
All right, now let's mention him at least. You know, we're going to be concentrating so much on Melanie tonight. We don't want to leave her brother out of this, so let's get a plug in for him at least.
Oh, he's a great little boy. We love him, too. Kenny.
Kenny.
All right, now, of course, as I said, we're concentrating on Melanie, but because I have you here right now, I got to give you at least 30 seconds to give me your best material about Joe.
About Joe? Well, he was my first, and of course, you know, Joe has always been special. I love all of them, they're all special. But Joe, since he was the first, is a little more special.
Anything else about Joe I need to know?
Oh, he's a good kid.
He's a good
We
kid.
love
He's
him.
a good boy, and
Yeah, we're proud of him.
And a little bit later tonight, we're going to have the opportunity to say hello to your mom.
Yes.
All right, how about congratulations for Melanie?
Congratulations, Mel.
congratulations,
And
Melanie.
Keep doing what you're doing, sweetheart, and just listen to Mommy and Daddy, and I know you're going to be a great kid.
All right, let's see the big grandma and grandpop kiss.
I am Roberta Gerwood.
I'm Joseph, boy of many colors.
Because we saw the handlers there earlier, obviously you belong to...
Jody Handler.
Is that the kid we belong to?
Jody
Yeah, that's
Gerwood.
Jody Gerwood Handler.
All right, we'll get back to Jody in a second, but we're giving everybody the opportunity first, of course, to tell me about Melanie's performance this morning.
She was wonderful, fabulous, great. She was the best. She's our shining star.
She had a very difficult Haftorah, and she did beautifully. And then she read the Torah right before that, and she was beautiful. And what are you going to say about a kid that's beautiful?
Well, I got to ask you, when you say she did a great Haftarah and it was difficult, how much Hebrew do you actually know?
I took about 3 months.
All right, so you followed word for word then?
I followed it word for word in English, and
he did follow it.
And when I came back from China, I was much better in English and Jewish.
You know, maybe I'll let you do your congratulations in Chinese in a minute.
Okay.
Hold on for that.
Go ahead.
What?
Now, you know, I asked the grandparents on the other side if they saw the similarity father-daughter, but I guess it applies even more so on your side. When we look at Melanie, do we see much of Jody?
Oh, certainly.
We see a little Jody growing up, yes, to try very hard to be the best she can, and she is always trying to please, and she wants to make her mother and father very happy, and Melanie is doing the same
Melanie
thing.
wants to do the same thing. Melanie's a charming young lady.
You know, Joe, when I threw that line out there, you were supposed to say it wouldn't be so bad if she was like grandmom.
Yeah, oh, grandmom. After 40 years, nobody could be like grandmom. I love her so much.
All right, I mentioned on the other...
a lot, too.
No, you're good. I mentioned on the other side, this was their first time as grandparents of a bar bat mitzvah, and for you?
First time.
First time.
All right, so again, explain for me. I know that you've had friends go through that, but explain to me the grandparent thing, what that's like.
Oh, it's not as intense of worry. You're not worrying as much because you've already been through it yourself, and you know that they're going to come through it just as well as the other children did, and the joy is there, and the tears are there, and it was wonderful.
I'll be serious. Seeing Melanie up on the stage, this was really very emotional for me. And I'm very, very happy for the Handler family and for Melanie in particular, and especially since today is Melanie's birthday.
And she
so we
is.
want to say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melanie. Happy birthday to you.
All right, now that would seem like a good place to end, and we're almost done here, but I can't let you go away without giving me at least 15 seconds about Jody.
Jody was a wonderful child.
Jody was the best baby there ever was. She'll know that continuously.
Jody was the smartest baby there ever was.
She smiled all the time, and she was the best student. She was a wonderful daughter. She still is a wonderful daughter.
Jody had one fault as a child, and I can't tell you that.
What was it?
She took so long to potty train.
Oh, boy. I think the party's starting.
That's it.
Let's see what the big kiss looks like after 40 years here. Okay, a minute ago I mentioned that we were happy to have Anita and Harry with us here tonight, and now we're even happier because we can go even one generation further and say hello to you. I'll let you introduce yourself. You are?
Rose Levitt Goldstein.
Now, Rose, should we go through this whole thing? Explain who you are.
I am the great-grandmother of Melanie. Her father is my grandson.
And Anita, who I met a few minutes ago, is your
daughter.
All right, now there's a lot of different people I can ask you about, of course, but because it's Melanie's big night, we'll start with her first. Tell me about her performance this morning.
Wonderful, great. It just so happens that I can read Hebrew and I followed her, and she did wonderful. Very good.
All right, now, of course, it is important to do the good Hebrew, but there's other things that are important, too. First, you have to look good up on the bima. How was she with that?
Very good, gorgeous. She's a beautiful child. Very nice.
All right, now, I mentioned to Anita, your daughter, that it's extra special for grandmoms at a bat mitzvah. I guess it's got to be even extra special for a great-grandmom.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, I didn't think that I was going to see it, but thanks to the one above that I am here.
A lot of aunts and uncles and cousins to say hello to here tonight. And we're going to change the order just to make this easier for David here. Why don't you actually officially introduce him?
This is David Morris Handler, who's a week shy of 8 months.
Now, David may be the youngest guest here tonight.
I believe he is.
His first bat mitzvah?
Yep.
And how's he enjoying it?
Oh, he's having a great time. He's clapping and he's laughing and giggling. This is a great time, isn't it, kid?
Now let's introduce you guys. You, of course, are
Elizabeth Handler.
Stephen Handler.
Steve, that makes you the brother of?
Joseph.
Right, now, whenever I have all the brothers here together, I know there's always a tendency to want to get into the age factor. Should we even begin with that? I assume Joe's way older.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's ready for senior citizenship.
We look at the age of the kids and we figure that out. Yeah. Right, now, of all the aunts and uncles here tonight, I believe you may have come the furthest in from?
That's right, from Boston.
Being up there in New England, how often these days do you get to see Melanie and the family?
Maybe a handful of times a year, if that.
Not often enough.
No.
So of the family members that I'm going to see tonight, it may have been the longest gap for you, or maybe you're in the best position to see a difference in Melanie, the bat mitzvah girl, as opposed to the old Melanie?
Oh, definitely. A much more mature individual. Yeah, she's quite a young lady.
She's really grown up since the last time I saw her, and I think it was just a few months ago.
Well, you had an opportunity to see the ceremony this morning?
Yes, we did.
Tell me about that.
That was a beautiful ceremony. She really did a lot. Quite more than I remember I did 20 years ago.
One of the more difficult Haftarah portions of the year, we understand.
She did a marvelous job. Well, flawless.
All right, now I understand that there's no real surprise that Melanie would come through all right, even though it was difficult. And we wouldn't want to take anything away from her day, but there is somebody else I have to ask you about because we're concerned that he might not make it through the day. And that, of course, is your brother. How is he holding up here?
Oh, he's wired for sound. I don't know.
He's having a great time.
Yeah.
He'll do great.
But it was funny, though, because the bat mitzvah girl said she pretty much relaxed when the service was over. And I'm just wondering at what point Joe will relax.
Probably 2 weeks from today.
Come for the checks.
Yeah.
You guys will be in town for how long?
Till Monday. We're leaving Monday back to Boston.
So this is the highlight of the trip?
Oh, yes.
It is.
And I'm wondering, this David factor, does that change your ability to enjoy the party here at all?
A little bit. Just a little bit. Right?